Hi, let me introduce myself. My name is Rifira Hasim. I have completed my post-graduation in microbiology. And a good news is that I started my career with a water company before as a quality controller. So I know about the process, everything. Okay, but I need your support to make the session more interactive. Okay, so with that, I need your introduction also, like what you are doing here. क्या काम कर रहे हैं वो सब okay आपका designation वो सब तेरे को you need to introduce me. Okay, then I welcome you all on behalf of Ensure Group of Companies for the basic executive training session. आप ये training पहले attend किया? This is the first time. Okay. Whatever it is, this is like it's a mandatory training. ये करना चाहिए training. Okay. Municipality क्यों ये बहुत strict ये training करना जरूरी है सर? Because many incidents are happening. And please think this is a training for food safety. Please don't think I'm making only this. I'm a water company में काम करते हैं मेरे को ये training का जरूरत क्या है? ऐसा नहीं सोचो. Because we all are food handlers. हम food handle करते हैं. Okay, ये water भी एक food है. Okay, वो आप ice या if you are preparing ice वो भी एक food है. Okay, so that's why anyone here as a food handler, they need to attend this training. Okay, then some topics we will discuss that are related to with catering company, manufacturing, but anywhere you go, you can connect to this topic. Okay, why it is important and we have to कोई idea है क्यों divide this by इतना strict है कुछ नहीं anyone बताओ क्यों ये इंस्पायर भी ऐसा बता रही है ट्रेन करना बहुत जरूरी है कोई आइडिया नहीं आपकी टाइम तो आप वेस्ट करते हो हाँ quality quality safety of the food whatever we are preparing we make sure that it's safe to consume हमारी वो consumers है ना वो हमारे उसको ये अच्छा से इनको पकाना चाहिए. Okay, so here when it comes to bottled water company, what are the risks you are facing? आपको क्या क्या types of पानी like bottle में आपको इधर bottle है, gallon bottle है. Okay, so what I am possibly needing? We have to think about first, any training you are attending, you have to think about first, what is my job role in there? If I am doing any mistake, how that should impact the customer? Okay, likewise, we need to take this training. Okay, then as I said, I need your all support, then only we can make this session more enjoyable. Okay, for that, we आपको मेरे को भी क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, you need to ask me questions. Okay, तो क्या डाउट आपको माइंड में आते हैं वो समय पर मेरे को okay, then we can make it clear. Then what are the sessions we are discussing here? कैसे हमारे फूड ग्राफ होते हैं? how our food will become unsafe. हमारी ultimate aim is for this training to provide safer food to our customers, right? Okay. Then, what factors, what कैसे हमारी food unsafe होगी? We need to think about that. Okay, so we will discuss. Then, what is the importance of personal hygiene? This should the importance क्या है? Okay, cleaning and disinfection, pest control, वो सब topic आज हम discuss करेगा. Okay, then can you please introduce yourself? आप बताओ आपका नाम क्या है? आप आपका job role है? आपके कितना साल हो गया है? 11 साल. Can you please then
myself and the and handling store people.
Are you all
The major
okay,
backbone of the whole department who most basically
oh. What are the main challenges you are facing? What are the main customer complaints you are getting?
water quality, bad taste.
That is, yeah, that I also have suffered. Because when with this gallon bottle, people are, especially the kids are putting something inside. Okay, some oil, contaminations and all. It is happening, right? So it will compromise the kids. Okay, and I know many drivers are also in this session. We are keeping our water bottle too much time outside, right? You know, this weather is too much hot now. So some reaction will happen. Okay. And once it leads to maybe in chemical contamination as well. Okay. So what we have to take care all the time. It means that as we mentioned, the taste of the quality of the water. Okay. Then what are the other major problems we are facing?
Quality of water.
Absolutely.
It's fine. The procedure of the Palliga, the narrow expression cannot save the water in the market. That is totally wasted. In ways that water we have there is a limited batch. We are pressing, we follow the facility, pressing the disease, we follow the batch and batch is produced by date wise. There is more than like 6 months. Okay, understand. Less than 6 months cannot sell the things in the market. Only for bad taste and quality of water, some water we know has, but you can say that just something.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Then what about you? Okay. कितने साल से? Okay. Tell me, what is your designation? क्या काम करती है? Helper. Okay. You just reached. You like to buy? Oh, okay, fine. You are new to Nestle, right? Okay, fine. So earlier you worked with which company? Okay, that's it. Then? कितना? सर. कितना साल हो गए इधर? 4. Okay. We are seeing about ordinance.
So, this is water. And I am more than 2 years download here.
Okay, then what about you? Thank you so much for your introduction. Okay, so as I said before, my name is Jessira. So I'm, after the 3 hours and teach you regarding the safety and all. So I welcome you all on behalf of Ensure Group of Companies for this training. Okay, so we are, apart from the training, we are doing emergencies, facility management, test management, events and all. Okay, so we want any services from us, you can contact us. Okay, so I told you today's our aim is whatever we are producing, we will need it as safe, right? Okay, so we can say safe food. To produce safe food is our aim. Okay, then please think about what will make our food unsafe. We can say some टकराव की वजह से हमारी फूड खराब हो गई. Okay, so what are those टकराव? Some we can see with our eyes, some we cannot really see, right? Okay, so give me some examples for that. कोई example है इसको?
Water?
No, like safety है ना, हम तो डेली लाइफ में भी अप्लाई करेगा. तो आप खाना पकाने के लिए जाके उधर भी अप्लाई करेगा. You are washing your hands before preparing the food, right? So whatever we are studying here, we can apply in our daily life also. Like that is more interactive actually. So if you are connecting to our daily life apart from your job, it's more effective. Okay, so हमारी आंखों पर नजर से देखने के समय कुछ हमको मालूम पड़ता है वो हमारी फूड में हमारी खुद को खराब करेगा और कस्टमर से कंप्लेन भी ऐसे कुछ चीजों पे बताओ. Yes. You know the things already. Some are visible, some are invisible, right? Okay. So visible, like hair, nail, something like that. So customer बहुत जल्दी से वो आइडेंटिफाई करेगा. इसका रिजल्ट बहुत जल्दी है. Like he mentioned like germs. We cannot able to see it with our eyes, right? But it can cause adverse effects, like food poisoning. Okay, so that's all the difference. So how this happened, how we can control that, all those things we are to discuss today. Then, as I said before, this is an introductory training to food safety here in Dubai. Anyone here joined us in Dubai, it's mandatory to attend this training. And we are discussing about what are the regulations as per Dubai municipality. So here Dubai municipality inspectors are coming, right? Okay, so Dubai municipality, we are controlling food safety here in Dubai. Okay, so we have to follow their rules. Okay, then principles, process, everything we are going to discuss here. Then, if we are following the rules and regulations, we can reduce the risk of cross-contamination. So another word we are discussing, right? So what do you mean by contamination? Contamination की मतलब क्या है? कुछ substance हमारी food में गिरे तो it's on food, switched on food, we are saying it got contaminated, right? So for example, I'm touching here. This area is full of bacteria. What happened? So it reached on my hand. Okay, then with the same hand, I'm coming to prepare my food. So I'm just transferring this bacteria to that food item, right? So that is known as cross contamination. So there are many chances of cross contamination in our factory, or facility, in our food. For example, you are handling any chemicals. With the same hand, you are handling something. So there is a chance of cross contamination. From our body. Okay. You know one thing, this bacteria was हमारे नजर से देखने के समय हमको मालूम नहीं पड़ता है, right? but they can easily grow on our body. If it is on our body, maybe it's not that much problem, but when it comes to the food items, won't we multiply and produce toxin cause some problem to some other persons. Okay, so that's why if I'm touching on our body, like the body parts or something, in the same time we are touching the food items, those contamination chances are. Okay, that's why always we are talking about the importance of personal hygiene and washing everything. Okay, so that's why we are saying it is very important to control those contamination in our facilities. Okay, then food safety is never encouraging food wastages. In this world, many people are dying without food. You know, because of war and all, many people are dying, they don't have food. Okay, so in some other areas, with food, some are dying. Right? Okay, so we are food handlers. Okay, so we are doing a divine thing actually. Okay, we can save a person's life, we can kill a person. Right? Okay, we don't know exactly how the people are suffering because of especially we are working in a manufacturing company. So we don't know this bottle of water who will drink. Okay, so with our hand, there are chances of people getting. Okay, then if in some cases, maybe it's not good. Maybe after a year, after 5 years, 10 years, the problem will come out. So it's okay to give disease to somebody, to kill somebody with our hands, never right? So, as a food handler, always keep in your mind, whatever I'm doing, with a good mind, good heart, I will do. That listen today or tomorrow, definitely will do. Okay, it's like a circle, right? Okay, if you are doing a good thing, definitely that will come to you. It's not like how much money you are giving. Yeah, this money they don't get it. Like this month I didn't receive my salary. Then how I need to make this all safer things to my workplace? Don't think. Okay, so because it is affecting some others. That's why I'm saying, whatever ground you are doing with good mind, good heart, please do it. Okay, next. And if we are doing everything correctly, we can reduce the wastage also. So please reduce wastage. And if everyone doing everything correctly, we can improve the efficiency of our working and efficiency of our production, and we are creating indirectly one culture over there, right? I can see here people are coming from different countries, right? If you are coming from different countries, definitely we have different cultures. Okay, for example, I am saying, yeah, my culture is very good. It's not like we think, and some others should say like that, you are behaving very nicely like that, right? Okay, so that is okay. We are behaving, our behavior is different and all. It's not a person's fault because it's 40 years, 50 years we are doing the same thing. For example, I'm giving a training to one person, then he is saying, what you are saying, 40 years saying biryani I'm eating. Nothing is a person. Okay. So people are not taking what I am saying. Okay, so what we have to avoid in food industries actually. Okay, so maybe in our country it's not a problem because we are in the same, our maybe immunity powers are similar. But here, divided countries, you can see, many people countries, including immunity powers, as we know. In our home country also, definitely we have to follow that. That should not be, the realities and the, okay, then tell me, who will get this food poisoning very quickly? His food poisoning gently, say,
Our immune system stable. Just think of it like old men and kids. Kids and old.
Right. So, God given some immunity cells in our body. It's not completely developed when we are in infant orphans. Then the graph is going like this. Okay, it's completely developed. Then again it begins. order people. So it's a Pashilo and they are the input, so using the poison. Okay. Then, if you are under any medication, diabetic patients, you know, they will get this food poisoning. Then, pregnant women, during their pregnancy, their body is undergoing many metabolic reactions. So, they will get this food poisoning very quickly. Okay, so that's why we are categorizing those people into what category? High risk category, or we can say vulnerable category. Okay, so we don't know who is in purchasing our food, who is eating our food. That's why, especially if you are in a manufacturing company, so everything you do correctly. Okay, then the customer knowledge, yeah, Nestle is producing good water. There is no complaints, nothing is happening. So our customer will be happy. Then we are promoting a good culture in our workplace. So indirectly, so with this trainings and all, we are getting knowledge, right? So this करना तो अच्छा नहीं, ऐसा knowledge आपको मिलती है, okay? वो हमारे workplace में भी हम implement करेगा. So workplace one culture indirectly we are creating. You know one thing, it's not from the water actually, but you are taking a food safety training. So that's why I'm sharing this incident today. There is one restaurant near to, I think I say near before. It's happened long years back. So one family, they went out for a dinner. Okay, two kids with their two kids. Same day, they lost their two kids because of the food they ate from the restaurant. So just imagine the condition of that family. Okay, so while we are going out, just to enjoy our family things, right? So is it okay? You cannot able to bring back that chip in plastic. So it's happened because of a carelessness of the food. We don't know maybe the mistake we have done. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's also that. Okay, then we can build our reputation as well. Now, this unit is just like how Dubai municipality they are controlling safety here in Dubai. So the first department put pyramid and applied nutrition section. For example, आप एक नया रेस्टोरेंट स्टार्ट किया और आपको layout approval, you need to get the layout approval, right? From this department, you are looking at layout approval, and trainers like us, they are approved by this department of the municipality. Then for inspection section, the municipality inspectors are coming from this section. Any complaints, they manage that and they analyze what is the root of that incident. Then food trade control section. You know, we are many training holding in this department, they are controlling that. Then the last one, food studies and applied nutrition section. So many new products are made. For example, you are working in a bakery. Okay, you have different types of products, right? Different types of products you have. So that are all products you have to send to municipality and you will get the product registration. So all those things are controlled by this department, and the testing laboratories are under this department of municipality. Okay. Then with the help of this four departments, we are controlling the food safety. Okay. Then the main legislation is under local order number 11. Then we are following the national standards, GCC standards, and Dubai municipality launched one book of reference. So whatever we are studying here, the main things to follow as a good handler, we can see in this book. Okay. So this is a kind of reference book. The first book was launched in 2013. Okay. Then the latest version 2020. If you want, you can download it. And one draft version is also available. If you want, that I will share. Okay. Then so And who is controlling the, to whom you are reporting here, tell me, to whom you are reporting here if the incidents or any problems happen. You have here the QC, right? QC department, PIC there. Okay, so in the industry, very important that two persons should be. Like, we have two shifts, one, both two shifts, one person should be the to control, food safety. If you have any problems, like, they need to monitor every person. So I can say, if you find that, for example, you have, any food poisoning symptoms. What are the food poisoning symptoms? Means, what do you mean by symptoms of food poisoning? Starting. When you are reporting to your supervisor, because that time you will spread this bacteria to others. Okay, that's why it's important to. Okay, so all those things, you have one person, like the person in charge. Okay, so I can say the QC or person in charge is the reporting person. Okay, then what are the main systems we are holding here? The first one is smart food inspection. Smart food inspection tool is managed by Dubai Municipality Inspector. And for their inspection, the inspection tool for them. For example, they are coming for inspection, they come with a test, they need for they're doing all the, yeah, they can report and they share. Okay. So they check every word and with the help of this tool, they will do the inspection. Then Dubai Municipality portal, any services from Dubai Municipality, you can log into that portal. Then you can see here different grades. Okay, so what are the different color coded grades you can see here? Hmm. Okay, so what is your grade? Hmm? Okay, so ABC you can see in green color, right? So that is that. That is that. Okay. But we have personally minor violations and all. Okay, so there are mainly three violations: minor, major, and critical. Okay, so critical means it can harm a person. Okay, major, they are not following this step. Okay, so minor means for example, the floor tile is damaged. Okay, so but this minor violation, if you are not correcting, okay, in the next in the next inspection, it become major. Okay, based on that, they are defining the food safety by A, B, C, D, and D means you are in danger zone. F means the system is failure. Okay, then SIRS ZAG system is really used for, it's a tool for exporting importing. The main services you can see: import and exporting processes, label assessment, health certificates. Then, are you familiar about food wash platform? There is one digital platform, food wash platform. Earlier there is food wash. Now that name is changed to PH. Okay. So, your PIC, as I mentioned before, your PIC or quality controller, they are managing this platform. Okay. So what are the key functions of this? So I collected, today morning, I collected all of your inputs ID and I confirm, I told you I need to confirm with the municipality. So, I am confirming your name, and checking your name there, and then confirming, and today you are here for the training. Okay, then after the training, I will be an examination. Then, after that, I will complete my training also with this tool. Okay, so for that purpose, we are entering all your name in that portal. Okay, so for example, what is your name? Excuse me, the first person, what is your name? So you are reporting, you have some food poisoning symptoms like diarrhea involved to your supervisor. So your name already it's there in the food pot, in the screenshot platform. So you can easily mention under anything you say. So we need to do the corrective action. What is that? this person should exclude from the food preparation area. Okay, so like these things, digitally doing with this food wash platform or game. Now we can say game check because the name sheets. Okay, then test cleaning, freeze track, rack management. So every day your QC is checking, right? Your personal hygiene is good or not, cleaning and disinfection. So that all details they are checking through this food wash platform. They need to add physically how they are doing with pen and paper, digitally they are doing. Okay, so they need your support for that. Okay, so these are the main functions. Then we can move to our next important topic, that is basic principles of food safety. So in the first unit, we discussed about how Dubai municipality controlling food safety here in Dubai. Okay, with the support of that four departments and what are the digital systems they are using or digital tools they are using to manage food safety. That part is clear, right? आपको कोई डाउट है तो ये यूनिट में तो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है so listen carefully. Okay, so in this unit we are discussing about foodborne illness. फूड की वजह से होने वाली बीमारियों जो ये then common food hazards, major outbreaks in Dubai, importance of food safety. Then what do you mean by this foodborne illness? Foodborne illness, we can say, we talked about already. What is contamination? Okay,
Yeah.
so कोई हजार हमारी फूड में जाए तो हम बोलेगा वो contaminate हो गई. Okay, so a disease posing with any contaminated water or food, we can say this. I mean, it's got the food poisoning chances are high. Okay, so foodborne illness means an illness caused by consumption of contaminated food or water. Okay, so we need to हमको मालूम होना चाहिए क्यों ये contamination है. Okay, so before that you can see what are the symptoms. Okay, कोई आदमी को ये food poisoning हो गया तो ये symptoms you can see this symptoms. Diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, fever, dehydration, dizziness. Okay, so for example, this bacteria की वजह से ये होती है ना, वो bacteria हमारी अंदर हुआ. Most of the cases within 1 to 36 hours the result will come out. Okay, so if you are not in that risk category, most of the symptoms will disappear within 1 to 7 days. But during that condition, there are chances of giving disease to other people. We will spread that disease. Okay, we spread that bacteria and viruses. Then here we can see the different types of hazard. Okay, so hazard की मतलब क्या है? कुछ घबराव. Okay, ये घबराव की वजह से food poisoning होता है. Okay, ये problem unsafe होता है हमारे से. So what are the major types of hazard? Physical, chemical, microbiological, biological. So, physical का मतलब नजर से देखने के सामने मालूम पड़ता है. Microbiological वो इधर भी बैक्टीरिया लेकिन विद माइक्रोस्कोप. Then allergy, कुछ आदमियों को कुछ या some आदमियों को खुद की वजह से कुछ रिएक्शन होती है. That is known as allergy. इधर कोई आदमी को allergy है. वो allergy का symptoms क्या?
He said he have a flu. Just from your test, you have a test, something test. That's why you have a test allergy.
Dust allergy. Dust is the food? No. I'm asking, आपको कोई food allergy है? नहीं. Food allergy नहीं, पूरा food पसंद है ना? Okay. So food allergy means food की वजह से होने वाली reaction. Okay. आपको कोई food allergy है तो क्या क्या symptoms होते हैं? क्या क्या symptoms?
Sneezing, So madam, you using these are
Most commonly you can say rashes for female, okay, swelling of body part, not only outside, inside also the same swelling happen. Because of that, our brain pipe here got restricted, we are not able to take that. Okay, that's why that not happening because of this allergic reaction. Okay, but you are producing here water, very less chance of, because you have no other food items. Okay, but you have to know the risk of, because you are actually today safety training, food safety training. Then chemical hazard, chemical की वजह से होने वाले hazard को हम chemical hazard बोलते हैं. Then here you can see one army, he is looking through the microscope, right? So we need microscope to see the microorganisms in this. Okay, so this microorganism हमारी जैसे humans, there are good humans, bad humans, some are in the middle, right? Same like this microorganism, some are good, some are in the middle, some are bad. Okay, so what are the good bacteria? Give me some examples of the good bacteria.
बॉडी के अंदर
बॉडी के अंदर हमारी वो डाइजेशन के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. क्यों योगर्ट अच्छा है, दही अच्छा है, समुद्री, तो दही में कुछ बैक्टीरिया थे वो हमारे डाइजेशन के लिए अच्छा है. ओके, देन सॉइल में मिट्टी में कुछ बैक्टीरिया थे वो डिकम्पोजिशन करते हैं, वो तो अच्छा है. लेकिन बैड बैक्टीरिया के बारे में we are going to discuss. Okay, then so it's a bad bacteria. कुछ बैक्टीरिया हमारी फूड को खराब करते हैं, या सेम एज स्पॉइलिश. ओके, स्पॉइलिश some will cause disease. Okay, so that disease causing बैक्टीरिया को हम क्या बोलेगा, पैथोजेंस बोलेगा. क्या बोलेगा, पैथोजेन. बताओ आप, पैथोजेन. Yeah, disease causing organisms, whether it's bacteria, only not this bacteria, virus, fungus, that means many are there.
common example blood, your teacher and then people like fungus. So bacteria
है, fungus है, virus है, parasites है, ऐसे बहुत है. ओके, लेकिन ये बैक्टीरिया वायरस के डिफरेंस क्या है कि बैक्टीरिया पूरा they can grow everywhere on our body, inside our body, on surface, everywhere this bacteria can grow. But viruses, they need a host body for their. Okay, that is the difference. And yeah, okay. Then you can see here in this picture, there is, what is this? Chicken. So if I am looking through a lens or something, I can see many bacteria. So कच्चा चिकन में इस बैक्टीरिया की चांस है, क्योंकि वो रो बोलेगा ना, हम रो फूड आइटम्स. Then here देखो, with the same hand she is touching cooked item. So she is just transferring the bacteria from कच्चा chicken to this. Okay, so for example, you are handling any raw items. With the same hand, you are going to the production line. So there is a chance of cross contamination. Okay, then what is the next picture?
fungus.
The fungus. Oh, but some funguses are good, right? We are eating fungus. Mushroom is a fungus. Okay, but please make your very fine silent mode. Okay, then what we are commonly doing, we are cutting the top portion and we take the middle portion, right? But please don't practice this because the skin parts and what still very toxic bacteria. So please take क्या बोलेगा वो? No, fungus. Take yoga, right? Okay. Then chemical hazard. So we talked about microbiological hazard. Then second, that is chemical hazard. So chemical की chances क्या है? Commonly we can say the common chemical hazard in food safety, we can say cleaning chemicals, then pesticides, weed killers, drugs and hormones connected to the chicken and all, excessive additives. Okay, so इधर हमको connect करेगा हमारी water company क्या है, इधर कैसे ये chemical contamination होती है. Every day we are cleaning our premises, right? Every day we are cleaning our conveyor belt, our production line, then today we are cleaning the place. We are using different types of chemicals, right? Okay, we are using clean chemicals, then कुछ आदमी आती है, पेस्ट कंट्रोल के लिए वो बहुत communication करते हैं, बहुत chemical वो भी यूज करते हैं ना, वो हमारी फूड में जाने के लिए चांस होते हैं, हमारी वाटर में जाने के लिए चांस होते हैं. ओके, तो how you are controlling that बताओ?
Think the gloves, gloves.
No, see the gloves will control.
Now what's it called? I can't even.
Okay. If you're cleaning something, you have to wash properly, rinse properly, that the production line, filters, the noses and all, you have to clean properly. These are some areas there is a chance of deposition of this chemical. Okay. We have to stop this chemical entering into the food item. And one more thing I can say, if you are keeping this bottled water long time outside, there is a chemical reaction will happen. Because the plastic due to the sunlight, yeah.
Plastic is a lot of
It's a chemical contamination.
When they go to under the sun, the material lasts also. Natural material produced in the water, so it's.
Okay, good. Because it's not good actually. Not the bacteria, the chemical contamination actually because of the plastic bottle. Okay, so please don't keep like that. Hello? You're there, right? Okay. Then it's not in the water, and we are adding chemicals, right? We are adding chemicals, like with minerals. Minerals. What are the minerals we are adding? Who?
Chromium for cleaning, no, cleaning for water, because ammonium, with fluorine is a, for the cleaning, not for the.
No, we are adding sodium, chloride, we are adding
Magnesium, calcium.
calcium. So, if you are not measuring it properly,
Yeah.
okay, if you are measuring it properly, there is a, the concentration will be high, right? TDS will go high. Okay, so that will also impact, that also we can say leads to chemical contamination. Okay.
And it's check on the first temperature by the quality, we have over then by the release.
Okay, right.
Under the maybe can the putting the, it's not, I think it's not a 20 to 30 tests, because they will clear, then we will be, we should, I mean, some sample we will send to the, or shard. For shard, we will send one to sample, and they will test it now. And their lab is, they will send us the report, and we won't go to the report. Okay.
It's okay.
I think I'm going to leave, as far as the check this one out, or the.
Okay, then. Because here you are making sure you are producing a good product or not. Okay, so at the time of chemical adding, how you are adding the chemical manually or in having machine? You have a machine here. Okay. If it is manually, there are many chances of this hazards, right, entering into the food, this chemical and directly entering into the water as well. Okay. So we will discuss that. Then somebody is spraying something like so that chances of coming into the food items, right? Then concentrated perfumes are not allowed in the food production area. It will not impact the quality, I mean safety of the food, but quality may compromise. That's right. But you can use soft deodorants to avoid the smell, sweat smell and all. Okay. So, by concentrated perfume, please don't use. Next one, physical hazard. ये physical का मतलब क्या है? वो मालूम हो जाएगा. So, glass pieces. Then, what else? Give me the examples. Hair.
Plastic, like.
Okay. Then, what else? आपकी production से compare करवा.
Not about That is very idea.
No,
So that is not, because it is very fast to, because there is chance. The thing for some metal things, what we did, that have a chance. So very easy to put the production time they put inside the water. Even those who are working inside the production unit, they wear the gloves or gloves, and they cannot allow to go inside the production line. Firstly, they properly their hands, sanitization, wear properly, so they are all the proper completion.
Oh, very good, very good. So whatever we are learning here, we need to connect, you're very good actually, you're connecting with your production line also. Okay, so we already implemented some policy. Before entering into the food preparation area, we are making sure that we are not wearing jewelry. Okay, then we are covering our full body with the PPEs. Okay, so what are the PPEs you are wearing? And so it was,
And mask, mask and the safety code for production safety code. We don't consider the safety.
Everything, like we are covering our entire body, right? कोई physical hazard हमारी body में, like why we are wearing this hair net? So, yeah, there are chances of falling down this hair drop. But we have to completely cover it. Okay, then some food handler, they also remove this hair net during the production time, production line, that completely avoided. Okay, so that will lead to this hair and will lead to the food items. Okay, then what are the other policies we have to avoid this? For the handler, we is always short, right? And we are wearing masks. And a best practice, we have to short your beards. No. Okay. Next, glass. Any glass breakage happen, please inform. We have to clear and we have to check the email properly and inform your PIC. Then, why is this happening? So, because no maintenance work with bar, because we should do it. Okay, for maintenance, so we are production line में बाद में आपको अच्छा से check करना है because small screws and all they will left there. Okay, then here from the ceiling. So if you are a food handler, you are making food here, you have to check the surroundings properly. Okay, then what about here? Hair. That's right. We have covered. So, what are the main hazards we discussed now? We discussed about microbiological hazard that we cannot able to see with our eyes, and we talked about what
and microbiology.
Gaurav, who's Gaurav? Okay, Gaurav, आप बताओ एक एग्जाम्पल फिजिकल का एक एग्जाम्पल बताओ हमारी नजर से देखने से हमको मालूम हो जाएगा ऐसा चीजों फिजिकल बाल ओके then Mr. Manish jewelry. Okay, so lightweight things through plastic pieces, metal pieces, lightweight things we are classifying into this physical category. And what about the chemicals? Mr. Uttam Kumar? बताओ chemical की example बताओ cleaning chemical और कोई cleaning chemical हमारी जाएगा तो आपको बताएगा वो chemical हजार होंगे बाहर हम लॉन्ग टाइम किया पानी chemical हजार की chance है spray droplets with that chemical hazard की chance है then what is the next one? We are going to talk about the allergenic hazard. Okay, so how many common allergens are there? There are 14 common allergens. Every food handler should know about this. Okay. So what are the 14 common allergens you can see here? Shellfish, soya, mustard, crustacean. Crustaceans means prawns and crabs are coming in this category. Eggs, milk, peanut, sesame, nuts, gluten. Which products contain gluten more? Wheat, atta. Okay. Then lupin, sulfate. A sulfate concept. A sulfate क्या है? Sulfate preservative. Okay, preservative, celery. These are the 14 common elements. Just for awareness actually. Mostly food service sectors, restaurant, clothing, the exaltation actually discussed, you know. I think, for another example, I can say, you are drinking milk product. Okay, I mean, you are drinking milk or you are having the milk dairy product. Like, with the same hand, maybe particle and bring your hand. Okay, with the same particle, you are going to the production line. Okay, then there is a chance of bacteria and product. Okay, what you need to avoid? Wrong thing. This is separate from your topic. There is a chance from our body as well. Because in our body, we are not mentioned this factory is producing items. For example, your
Can say, not like that, for regular, getting, right time, getting. Suddenly our manager or production call us, we need the food and we suddenly go before watching and we start the production. That is the chance.
that is it. We got it now. So that's why please don't think we are not having food inside here. Like this food you are not preparing, but there is a chance of gross contamination. So please avoid that. For example, I am allergic to egg. It's not like a whole egg will induce the reaction in my body. A trace of that, a dust-like particle may induce the reaction in my body. Okay, so there are many incidents reported. One lady, she bought a candy. It's not containing the peanut. Actually, she had a severe peanut allergy. It's not containing the peanut. She checked the label also. It's not containing the peanut. But the problem happened. The factory produced some items with the peanut. So it's a real case of cross contamination. Okay, so that's why we don't know how it is happening, but that's why we are attending the training, right? Okay, so make sure we did not cross contaminate. Okay, so and any other you have something to say, right? Yeah, just tell me. You have to say. Oh, that's okay. Okay, about the allergy, right?
There is planning.
You can see here the symptoms of allergy. Itching in the mouth, swelling of body parts, skin rashes, difficulty for breathing, vomiting, loss of consciousness. These are the common symptoms. Okay, so how the companies, what are the methods to control this allergenic hazard? For example, you are in a manufacturing company. What is manufacturing company? Consider you are in a bread manufacturing company or bakery. There you are producing many items, right? Okay. So what is the way to control this allergy situations? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. We can say proper communication, right? Bakery or restaurant, whatever it is, to control this allergic reaction, communication is the key. Okay, how to communicate? We are in a manufacturing company, we are labeling. Then the customer will, yeah, this product is not containing it, this product is not containing it, like this they identify.
Customer awareness.
Yeah, correct. That is a part of communication. Then consider you're working in the restaurant. You are asking to the customer, right? You have any allergy. We will pass the information to the chef. Chef will pass the information to the chef. He needs to prepare, right? Whom he will pass the information. So we need to make sure he is not cross-contaminated. So for that, what are the things? He need to wash his hands properly. Then he will check the ingredients to prepare that food item. Okay, then we need to take different types, different color coded items, contents we are saying here, right, for the preparation. Okay, these are the ways we are controlling post-contamination inside the food production area. Okay, so you can connect to your production unit. You got it? आपको कोई confusion है इसमें? नहीं. So what are the four types of hazard we discussed? Yeah, anyone, Mr. Nipun? What are the four types of hazard? Hmm. Hmm. Chemical hazard. Very good. Okay, so आपको कोई doubt है इसमें? आप देखो. Then here you can see the vulnerable categories, the risk categories. Okay, older adult, pregnant woman. Then Mr. Alphas. Who's Alphas? Alphas बताओ किसको जल्दी से ये फूड पॉइजनिंग हो जाएगा? Good day, so then pregnant woman. Because क्यों उसको जल्दी से फूड पॉइजनिंग होती है? उसका इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम वीक है ना, इसलिए. ओके. Don't give it something or body. As I said before, it's not developed in them, but that's why. Okay. Then here in this picture, you can see the spreading of bacteria. Why it's important to inform your supervisor. Okay, so you can see here the first picture. If any employee has any symptoms of food poisoning, if he comes to work, he will spread the bacteria, right? If he is on leave or off sick. So,
policy, any amount, if it is raising problem, then they should accommodate the environment in a good condition. So tomorrow is not coming over. Just yeah, एक बात कर रहा हूँ. So sneezing and coughing during the when you are working in the food service, you should be go on vacation.
but the thing is, after return, before returning to the work, you need to submit the medical report as well. Oh, but we have a confusion like today you need to join with the company or on your vacation, but you got some diarrhea vomiting last week. That also you need to report because that is carrier. I mean, there we are expecting carriers actually. Carriers mean some persons maybe they recovered from the illness, but still they will spread the disease.
Yes.
Okay. So in that very good question, in that case, that also we have to. Okay. Next one. This is not next one. I will show you one video regarding. Please listen. After this video, I will give you a short break.
Hi. In this video, we are going to discuss the main sources of food contamination. Food contamination is the presence of any harmful or objectionable substance or material in food. There are four major kinds of food contamination: microbial, physical, chemical, and allergenic. We will explore each kind here. Microbial contamination is the presence of disease-causing or spore-rich microorganisms, including bacteria, parasites, viruses, molds, and yeasts in food. Bacteria are the most common form of microbial contamination that cause foodborne illness, and they can be found everywhere. People, animals, food, equipment, in soil, and rain. Most bacteria are harmless, however, some aren't. As an example, raw meat and poultry may be contaminated with types of bacteria called Salmonella and Campylobacter that comes from the intestine or skin of the animals. If the meat is not cooked well, the bacteria can stay alive in the food and cause illness. Bacteria can be transferred from contaminated food or surface to another food, and this is called cross-contamination. Cross-contamination could be direct or indirect. Direct cross-contamination occurs in food where there is direct contact between the source of the bacteria and food. Examples include raw meat stored above or in contact with cooked meat, raw chicken stored above or in contact with salad, food handlers sneezing or coughing onto food. As bacteria have no legs or wings, they rely on vehicles to transfer them into the food. Indirect cross-contamination occurs when harmful bacteria are transferred from the source to the food by a vehicle such as hands, knives, cloths, equipment, and food contact surfaces. Examples include using the same knife or chopping board to slice raw meat and then cooked meat, using the same pot wash down the food preparation area and then the cooked food preparation area. Touching food after blowing the nose without first washing your hands. 2. Physical contamination occurs when foreign objects fall into the food. Foreign objects can be brought into the premises with raw materials or introduced during storage, preparation, service, or display. Physical contaminants can be both harmful to health by causing cuts, choking, and broken teeth, and objectionable by being unpleasant for the consumer. Common contaminants include nuts, bolts, wire, metal, packaging materials, plastic, string, rubber droppings, hairs, cigarette butts, glass, flaking paint, plasters, earrings, fingernails. 3. Chemical contamination is rare, but when it does happen, the consequences are usually serious. It can have short and long-term effects on the human body. Some of the common contaminants include veterinary drugs, fertilizers, pesticides, and environmental contaminants, oils and lubricants used in processing area, and cleaning chemicals. 4. Allergic contamination happens when some people experience allergic reactions to certain foods. Symptoms of a food allergy range from a mild flushing of the skin or swelling of the throat and mouth that causes difficult swallowing or breathing, to nausea or vomiting, to collapse in unconsciousness. Common allergens include celery, eggs, fish, nuts, milk, shellfish, mustard, sesame seeds, and soybeans. As a food handler, you must be careful not to inadvertently contaminate food that is supposed to be free from allergens. You must also be careful to give reliable information about ingredients to customers who ask. Given the risks that food contamination has on your customers, you should take the necessary steps to try to avoid any of these bacterial, physical, allergenic, and chemical contaminants.
Okay, so take a 10-minute break and we'll start.
Okay. No problem.
So, what about the others? Can you please call them? We can start our session.
ग्राम्य मिशन बस ग्रामर कार्य
Okay, can you please close the door?
हाँ जो बंदे
What about the other one? जो उसको call करो जरा. Oh, one person to sit now. वो बुलाने को आप वो आएगा अभी है ना. हाँ, उसको कॉल डिस्कस वो आएगा आप लोग. हाँ, please sit close. एक आदमी रखे. We all are waiting for you. Bye, sir. Okay. So we can start. Okay. So what we discussed before the break? Sort of hazard, how environment quality control and food safety here. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about if any bacteria come into our food, get into our food, how what we want for their food. Okay, so we want pani, we want water, I mean for our food, right? Same like bacteria को पानी चाहिए, food चाहिए. So we can remember like this. One Mr. Tom, he is very fat. Okay, fat Tom. So these are the growth requirements for bacteria. We are taking each letter from that. F means food. So if it is protein-based food items, this bacterial activities are very high. Okay, then acidity. Acid food. क्यों हम we are making pickles, right? हम अच्छा prepare करते हैं. इसमें vinegar डालते हैं. Bacteria उतना नहीं बढ़ेगा. Okay, then time, temperature. Bacteria को कुछ temperature बहुत अच्छे. वो temperature में बहुत अच्छा से bacteria बढ़ेगा. Okay, then time. Time, every bacteria, like most of the bacteria, you can find to millions, they will multiply. How it's not like two bacteria and one baby. One bacteria itself, they will multiply into 2 to 4, 4 to 8, like weight, they will double. Okay, so time, temperature, oxygen. Oxygen is also a good factor for bacterial multiplication. कुछ bacteria को oxygen चाहिए for their multiplication. कुछ bacteria without the presence of oxygen भी वो करेगा. Okay, then moisture. पानी. पानी itself bacteria can. Next, here you can see at the beginning maybe a very less number of bacteria. It will not pose any harm to us. But if the time extends, that those bacteria will multiply over there and it will be, and the release toxins. The toxins can cause food poisoning. So that's why time plays a very, very important role in food industry. So what is the average multiplication time for bacteria? 10 to 20. 10 to 20. Okay. Now, consider it's not actually if you are working with food preparation company or you are cooking something in your kitchen. Okay, so you are applying heat, right? Okay, so that cooking temperature will kill most of the bacteria. But some bacteria they can survive, like consider as autos. Okay, so the daughter is how if for any disease coming, so the head will go inside, right? So it's a survival mechanism. Same like this bacteria, they will create a protective coating outside their body and they keep found inside this protective coating. Okay, then if they get a good condition, they slowly come out from this protective coating and they start their multiplication. Suppose this type of bacteria form, क्या बोलेगा स्पोर फॉर्मिंग बैक्टीरिया. ओके, इसलिए पका हुआ खाना उसमें भी एक बैक्टीरिया वो फूड भी हमको इतना टाइम बाहर लेके जाए तो फूड पॉइजनिंग हो जाएगा. Okay, just to aware what is this code. Then next one regarding the temperature. So this is the picture you can see correctly what is happening to bacteria in different temperature. So in some, I told you in some temperatures, bacteria are really happy when they grow very fast. Okay, so 5 to 60 degrees, we can say it is a danger zone temperature because in that temperature, bacteria will grow too fast. Okay, so what is the danger zone temperature? 5 to 60. So what is the temperature here you are feeling now? 23. That is, you are also in danger zone, right? So actually, the bacteria, any bacteria in this, they have any other growth requirements, they can grow very in this temperature. Okay, then how we are keeping, and how we are controlling the bacteria growth, either we can keep 5 degrees, either we can keep below 5 degrees or above 6 degrees. How we are keeping below 5 degrees? We are using chiller temperatures, right? Okay, chiller temperature. And tell me what is chiller temperature? Yeah.
Ice.
Fridge.
Fridge.
Below 5. 5. Below 5. What about the freezer? Minus 18. Okay. What happens to the bacteria in chiller and freezer? Actually, we are not killing the bacteria. We are just making them sleepy. Okay. So, okay. So inside the chiller, some bacteria can slowly multiply. There is one bacteria called Listeria. Okay, Listeria bacteria can slowly grow inside the chiller. Okay, so this Listeria is a very dangerous bacteria. It can cause abortion in pregnant women. Okay, so that's why we have a shelf life that any cooked food items we are preparing. Maximum time you can keep inside the chiller is 3 days. Okay, then what about the freezer? Freezer की temperature कितना है? -18. Okay, -18 में क्या हो जाएगा बैक्टीरिया को? We discussed already. Chiller means which bacteria they can grow, which bacteria are sleeping. But inside this freezer, all bacteria are sleeping. Okay, that is the difference. Then above 60 degrees, how we are keeping our cooking temperature is coming above 60. So here, Dubai municipality set a minimum cooking temperature that is 75 degrees centigrade. Okay, why it is 75 degrees centigrade? That is after many research. Okay, if the product reach maximum 75 degrees centigrade on the inside, only it can kill most of the food poisoning bacteria. Okay, that's why 75. Then we can see in restaurants and all, after cooking, we have to be being balanced, right? They below that you can see like, coming as being balanced. Okay, so the hot boiling temperature is about 60 degree centigrade. So the bacteria store their multiplication. Now you've got an idea about the temperature, right? So in this temperature, bacteria can grow very fast. Minus 5, 5 to 60. 5 to 60. In between 5 to 60 degree, today's are really happy. They are, yeah. What is that temperature? 20 to 50. Okay, in between 5 to 60, 20 to 50, again we can expect bacterial multiplication. So what about our body temperature? 37. So bacteria are really. Okay, there is one bacteria called, just for awareness I am saying, there is one bacteria called Staphylococcus aureus. Okay, I can grow. Then this kind of bacteria can produce toxin in the food item. When it reach into the food item, they can multiply over there and produce toxin. That toxin leads to food poison. Got it? That's why personal hygiene things are very, very important. Okay.
That's what doctor suggests before making something to pass behind the
Yeah. Okay. Then how you implement that in the workplace? Washing, baby,
sanitization,
sanitation.
environment properly.
Okay. Then Mr. Sagar. Who is Mr. Sagar? सागर बताओ बेसिक का टेम्परेचर कितना है वो बैक्टीरिया बहुत ज्यादा से मल्टीप्लाई करेगा वो टेम्परेचर में वो कितना है 5 to 60 डिग्री 5 to 60 in between हमारी रूम टेम्परेचर सब multiply करेगा. Okay, so below 5 degree we talk about the sugar and freezer. Above 60 we talk about the cooking temperature and hot water temperature. Okay. Next, here you can see the cross contamination, how the cross contamination is happening. So bacteria are originating from what do you mean by the source? Source means bacterial origin. Okay. So what brings bacteria to our workplace? So what brings, tell me? Us as a food handler, our body contains the bacteria. Any raw items we are buying that contains the bacteria. We discussed here now, like 75 degree we feel most of the bacteria. So before that, the kacha food be bacteria ka load don't have. So raw food item is a perfect source of bacteria. Okay, then any pest, then pets and goods. Any visitors entering into their workplace, soil, those all waste materials, those all contain this bacteria. Okay, so from the sources, the bacteria with the help of vehicles, bacteria has no legs or wings for their travel. They rely on something, they want some vehicles. So what are the vehicles they are using? They're going in the transportation.
They use that medium, maybe
Okay.
if you say that.
That is. Because they are using assess their vehicle. Right? They are using assess their vehicle. We can say in this food safety, all food contacting hand contact bacteria are using in our hands. Our hand is doing a view for the bacteria because we know we are touching with this hands everywhere. We are just transferring. Okay, even our clothes. What's that? Okay. Flies. Okay, those all will cause some damage, right? Okay, with the help of vehicle that will reach to our food items. Very good, students. Then we can see here it's an ice machine. Okay, what's the condition of the ice machine? Okay, they are not cleaning inside. Then they will put this ice to some juice or then somebody will drink. Okay, that leads to food poisoning because that drink is a ready to eat food item. Okay, we are not cooking it again. Okay, so that's why this all will act as a vehicle. Okay, then there are two types of contamination: direct cross contamination and indirect cross contamination. Direct का मतलब एक कच्चा खाना आप एक फ्रेश खाने के साथ में रख दिया. Okay, so उधर bacteria transfer chances बहुत है. Okay, that's why every fresh food items in the sense, like what? Kacha food items, we have to keep down, cook the food items, above. Okay, then buy it. That is not, but otherwise, if you are cooking, like kacha here and cook here, that will lead to by contamination. Okay, then indirect contamination in between, so can say, some vehicle is some, maybe it's, servers or any utensils like any knife or any, you can say, what are the other vehicles in, water company, this nozzles and all, they are not cleaning properly, we the, you can say, the vehicle. This will of cross contamination. Okay, but there is a chances of failure. Okay, so these are the two types of cross contamination. You can say direct cross contamination and indirect cross contamination. Direct, if we are keeping together, then indirect in between, there is a vehicle coming. For example, you are cutting this raw meat. Okay, with the same knife, we are cutting this lettuce. So cutting board आप different use किया, but knife same. Okay, so the relation stop transfer. Then the cloth, same cloth आपने use किया clean करने के. ये cloth बहुत problem है ना, because cloth is always within 6 feet. Okay, so we discussed while discussing the growth factors for bacteria. Moisture will encourage bacterial growth. Okay, so any clean, for example, the cloth is very dirt in the same cloth we are cleaning. Okay, so we are just cross contaminated. Okay, so we stay here when you say job, clothes. Then as you mentioned before, flies. Okay, so these are the examples. Then any chemicals you are using, you have to obtain any this. What is the main chances of cross contamination with chemical? For example, bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is in white color, right? Then that bleaching powder you are putting together with sodium chloride or hydrogen sulfate you are using here. So many chemicals, yeah, very dangerous, right? So all the cleaning chemicals have to be contained. Okay, it's not in the food storage area. Then what's next? Any persons working with the like this you have to exclude them from the concentration area. Then glass will be discouraged, and wooden pallets are not, you are not using wooden pallets. Wooden pallets has the chance of units inside. So please stay here. It is better use plastic pallets. Okay. But 2013 onwards, the municipality is very strict about that. Okay. Then, do not wear jewelry, watches, nail polishes, rings, stones, etc. Do not keep pens or objects such as tags in your pocket. Use आपको कोई cut है वो bright color plastic use करना चाहिए. Blue is the best color you can choose. It's visible. And you can see many hazard in this picture. See the broken glass. That place quickly go and analyze it. Okay. And here, the physical hazard, you can see. So we completed that. Next, we are moving to our next unit, that is known as personal hygiene. So here in this unit, we are going to discuss about the role of the handlers. So here you can see a person who is working inside the patient. Okay, so I told you our body is full of bacteria, right? So we can expect the rules of hair, including beards and mustaches, On the screen, underneath every word is bacteria. Okay, so why should you keep cleaning? Because we know in food safety, come without hands, with clothes, this bacteria are like they are using this as vehicles, right? So that's why we need to keep it clean. Then see our hands condition is there factory. Yeah, full of germs. Okay, that's why hand washing is one of the most important uh, action that can be taken to prevent spread of foodborne illnesses. Okay, so we are washing hands, but we need to make sure how effectively we are washing. Okay, so tell me how you are performing your hand washing. What is the minimum time for hand washing? Any idea? That's why you are here, right? Study that. At least minimum of 20 to 30 seconds to spend for this hand washing scrubbing process. Okay, so how we will we are doing hand washing, but like at this hand washing will not remove the bacteria. We have to follow it correctly. So I will demonstrate you first, then after that we have. Okay, so I will call one person to do otherwise together. Before taking the soap solution, wet your hands, take the soap, then we need to do like this, then we have to do like this, then we do like this. Here at the word we are spreading the soap. At least 20 seconds. The scrubbing process we do this. Then stop, then take the tissue, wipe it off, put it in there, food operating. I mentioned the word food operating. This is the correct way of hand washing. So you have many jewelries, watches into clear? Okay, so who will show me the correct? Shafaka? Okay, okay. So please show me the correct way of hand washing.
You will need your demonstration. Or we need your demonstration or that. Then explain that.
अब बात कर
कैसे
आपको पहले वो या ऐसा करना है टच करना है then take the soap then we have to do like this okay then we have to do like this here everywhere we are spreading soap then stop with the tissue like this. Now it's can you please show from here you can see that समझ गया okay then it's very important to please don't do like this after hand washing again we are contaminated right so we need to take issue with that issue. Why I am mentioning the word food operating because otherwise you will not, I mean, there is a chance to touch that plate. Okay, that's why it operated as we have to put the tissue. Then, when must you wash hands? If I'm asking you, daily hand washing करना बहुत जरूरी है. तो क्या टाइम पर उसको करना चाहिए? क्या टाइम जरूरी है? जाने के पहले so we are using one way of doing right okay so we can say in between chance before so we have to think like what I've done before what I'm going to do in between you do wash your hands properly so I can say start of the work before preparing the food after going to the toilet what up for we will always wear this gloves. Okay, then gloves you can wear, but they will not remove the gloves. Okay, how we are washing our hands, same like we do the gloves. Okay, next, performing any cleaning or clearing work, touching or taking garbage or waste, dealing with ill customer or ill worker, putting or changing wound cover, handling hazardous chemicals or pesticides, dealing with animals, coughing, sneezing, or blowing nose, eating or smoking. That's why we are covering like how you Using cooking, we cannot able to control, right?
I
So
know.
if your hands are like, if your hands are not busy, just cover your mouth and nose like this and sneeze. After that, wash your hands. Otherwise, you need to cover like this, then sneeze, then we do it. Because we are doing our hands on the same. That's fine. Okay, because a single sneeze can spread the bacteria. Then eating or smoking, touching hair or face, handling raw food, handling money or card machine, need to wash. Okay, so Mr. Sai from that, can you please show me the correct way of hand washing?
That's the hand
Mm.
with water.
Mm.
After that, take soap. With that, 20 seconds like this. And wash. After that, take it dry. So that it's
Very good. It's very good. Then, next, what is this? This is, yeah, blow germ technique. This is a technique called blow germ technique. Okay, so here, with the light we are checking actually. So any bacteria on your hand is visible. The white color represents the bacteria on hand. We just rinse and shake hands. So you can see the bacteria. 6 seconds per minute soap, 6 seconds with soap, 15 seconds with soap, 13 seconds. So here you can see, that's why we are saying there is 6 seconds each time for the hand washing. Okay, that's really, yeah.
one point.
Yeah.
So we saw one ad on TV that no one guy is washing the hands on something like this. Malasala slow guy. You know this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
What is
99.9%, right? Like both.
the next one? Not actually the brand, but
Yeah, we are saying it's safe level. Cannot able to say 100%, but we are making it safe level. That's a very good question. Okay, then sabun or liquid soap is good. Liquid soap is good because everyone is touching, no? That's why liquid soap is good. Then what could go wrong? Now you are not washing your hands. And the आपकी preparation area इधर है hand washing station that's good. Yeah, so we will not wash hands, right? So hand washing station should be accessible. Then absence of hand wash, so no water supply. So I told you it's not a one person's responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility. We are going for hand washing. If Alphaz is going for Alphaz, if Alphaz is going for hand washing, you come. It's very less. This issue is only from which I am using it was that time you are not informing your supervisor. What happened? The other person will not be washed hands, he will do like this, right? Okay, so it's your responsibility to inform or you can also. Like this, if तो ग्राफ है वो पाइप ग्राफ है तो वो टाइम पर आपको रिपोर्ट करना चाहिए. Okay, then for maintenance, the damage, then this hand washing station only for hand washing, no other usage in this area. Then आपको एक single cut हो गया and okay, so there is a chance of bacteria in the inside and outside, so that's why we need to cover it properly. Okay, so which color we are using? Blue color and this color is और आप skin conditions में तो आपके PIC को और आपके QC को ऑन करना important है. Then next one, PPEs. We already discussed about this PPE. We are covering our entire body with this hairnet, mask, uniform, apron, shoe cover, gloves, like that we are wearing. So what is the importance of hairnet? What is the importance of hairnet, Purushottam? Yeah, a few hairnets can be hairnet bar. Okay. So, आपको हेलमेट पहनना है लेकिन आप हमेशा पहनिए, तो गलत है ना? You need to cover your complete hair with this hair. Okay, then please don't remove hairnet in the food production area. Then what about uniforms? In higher areas, the white or light colored uniform could stay its preferred. Okay, then use beards nose if working with food. Then gloves when handling ready to eat items. If you are handling in chemicals, different types of gloves you can use. Then comfortable clothes shoes. Only for the food safety, for your food safety also you are wearing this hairnet, right? I mean this shoe, right? Okay, so you have shoe cover. Are you using shoe cover here? Okay. So shoe cover, huh? Oh. So while you're touching on your food area, just wash your hands after that. Okay. Next, here comes to the good habits. Do not work if you are sick. What happens if you work if you are sick? What happened, Mr. Yasin? What happened आपको illness है, food poisoning है, diarrhea है, vomiting है, उल्टी आती है, अब वह काम के लिए आती है, क्या हो जाएगा? प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, क्या प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है? There is a chance of spreading of bacteria. आपकी body में क्यों ऐसा प्रॉब्लम हो गई? Because of bacteria. That bacteria आप spread करेगा. Okay. Then wear clean uniform and follow good practice. आप ऐसा नहीं करेगा तो क्या हो जाएगा? Wear clean uniform and follow good practices. Here will also lead to cross-contamination chances. Then handle food safely, minimize unnecessary contact. Okay. Here full automatic, right? Okay. Then wash hands regularly. We talked about all the benefits of hand washing. आपको कोई doubt है इसमें? Next, what about visitors policy? So visitors allowed है food preparation area में? How a food handler is working inside the food production area? Same way we need to enter inside. Then we need to avoid some bad practices. Then like we need to the food production area or production line. Okay, such things and directs in the public should avoid. Okay, anything you notice, please inform your supervisor. Okay. Then next I will show you a video regarding the personal hygiene. Please listen carefully.
Video is part of the e-learning channel from the Food Safety Department of Dubai. Provide you essential information to develop and maintain a flawless food safety system. Hi, in this video, we are going to explore how personal hygiene needs to be maintained by all food handlers to avoid any kind of food contamination. Personal hygiene is essential since most contamination of food occurs because of inappropriate actions taken by food handlers. Poor personal hygiene causes different kinds of hazards, such as bacterial contamination that comes from food handlers' hands, skin, or hair, and food poisoning bacteria can be transferred by hands or raw to high-risk foods. Physical contamination coming from hair, fingernails, jewelry, buttons, candy wrappers, or plasters. Chemical contamination that may occur from misuse of cleaning agents or strong perfumes or soaps that contain food. Allergenic contamination that can come from lack of washing hands or utensils after cutting food with allergens. Next, explore personal hygiene best practices that each food handler should follow. Hand hygiene can be maintained by not only washing regularly throughout the day, but also that they are washing thoroughly. Nails should be short, clean, and unvarnished. Hands should be washed before entering the preparation areas, when moving from one area of the premises to another. Between handling raw food and high risk ready to eat food, And after taking a break, it's when eating or smoking, sneezing into a tissue, blowing your nose or touching any other part of the body, changing a waterproof dressing, using cleaning chemicals when touching cleaning cloths, handling food waste or refuse, handling external packaging, handling known allergens. Hand wash basins must be clean and used only for hand washing. They should never be used to wash your equipment. Likewise, hands should not be washed in sinks specifically for food or equipment. Unperfumed, bactericidal liquid soap and disposable paper towels should be readily available. Food handlers must wear protective food safety gear when they are in food premises. Below are the different types of food safety gear that are essential for the work. Uniforms. Dubai municipality requires business owners to provide suitable and clean uniforms to all food handlers, as outside clothing can bring bacteria, dirt, hair, buttons, or other pollutants that can contaminate the food supply. The uniform should be cleanable, suitable for the job, light colored to show dirt, without external pockets, so they can harbor bacteria and dirt. In order to ensure maximum protection, uniforms should not leave work. They should be monitored, and a clean uniform should be put on at the start of the day and placed in a designated area at the end of the day. Hats, hair masks, and beard suits to prevent head hair from falling onto food. Disposable gloves to prevent bacteria from transferring from hands onto food. Aprons, hats, and jackets to prevent outdoor ordinary clothing from coming in contact with food. Footwear, which prevents outside contamination from being brought into the food preparation area. Jewelry should not be worn by food handlers because it harbors dirt and bacteria and could cause physical contamination if it or parts of it fall into food. There is also a risk of entrapment with food handlers wearing jewelry while operating machinery. And what follows are some bad habits that need to be avoided by food handlers. Using fingers to taste food. Using the same spoon to taste different foods. Using fingers to separate food packaging materials. Blowing in your bags to open them. Breathing onto glasses or cutlery while polishing them. Biting nails, sucking fingers, or picking nose or ears or scratching. Coughing or sneezing over food. Food handlers with uninfected cuts and sores can continue to work with food, provided the wound is covered with a clean, easy to detect, waterproof, and highly visible plaster. If cuts, boils, skin infections are serious or can't be covered, then staff need to be excluded from food handling areas. It is essential that food handlers and those in charge follow the highest level of personal hygiene and do regular health checkups to ensure they are free from any communicable diseases. This way, they can stay safe and never pose a threat to customers or those around them.
Okay,
No.
then here I will show you some pictures. So this is a biscuit manufacturing company. Okay, so there are some bad practices going on, good practices also. Okay, so tell me the bad habits they are following. The first person, number one, Mr. and Mr. Javin. Who is Javin? Javin, आप पढ़कर बताओ ये पहले आपने है ना फर्स्ट नंबर आदमी इसका बैड प्रैक्टिस क्या है फर्स्ट नंबर ये आदमी बैड प्रैक्टिस क्या है वो वो बाहर लोग अंदर वो मना करते ना वो सिर्फ तो आप बाहर जाकर ओके So after smoking, you have to wash your hands properly and enter to the food preparation area. Then second person, Mr. Sivashankar. Okay, what is the bad practice he's following?
So, yeah,
So we cannot able to bring the heat inside the refrigeration area. The third person is very crazy. Gauras. Yeah. Okay. Then what else? Only that you notice. So his uniform is not perfect. See his uniform. It's not perfect. He's wearing the slipper. It's shorts.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Manish, what is the fourth person? That practice. But it is correct, right? Is covering here is yeah, properly is good. Okay. Then what is the mistake in the fourth?
Those names are products.
Let's hairnet is wearing, but it's not completely. Okay. Then fifth person. Still, okay, then gloves means, and jewelry are not allowed. Then Sagar Goba, sixth person. That's right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Then Suresh, seven. He's washing the hands properly. But you must wash your hands in designated area, like hand. इधर hand washing करना है, उधर करो. Okay. So, hand washing, other areas not recommended. Then eighth person, Mr. Shafaka. Shafaka. बताओ. She's looking somewhere and she's just take with you, na? Okay. Okay. Then, what about hair? It's not covered properly. Not covered properly. Then say Vikram, ninth person. Any mistake? Nothing, right? Visible. Like this, in our production area, we are producing part. Okay, so in our production area, from ourselves, from our body, there are many mistakes like this. So please avoid. That's why I'm saying you can enter the job what you are doing. Okay, then next one we are going to talk about importance of cleaning. Okay, so every day we are cleaning our areas, cleaning our protection areas and all. But make sure how effectively we are cleaning, including inside the vehicle and all. Okay, so what is the importance of cleaning? With the help of the cleaning chemicals or cleaning tools, we are removing all the hazards we discussed, right? We are removing physical, chemical, microbiological, allergenic hazards from our production. Okay, so here anyone, some are doing the cleaning process also. So we have to make sure the correct cleaning agent we are using. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please check with your PIC. Okay, so the concentration, the dilution, everything you will check with your PIC. Some are doing like little quantity of chemical and more water. That should not. Because for us, why we are using some chemicals, some concentration only, we can kill the bacteria. Okay, so we know after yes, go faster. Okay, then what are the two different types of chemicals we are using? We are using normally detergent and disinfectant. Okay, so what is the importance of detergent? The purpose of detergent is to remove the dirt and soil. Okay, remove the dirt and soil. But detergent will not kill the bacteria. For example, I am cleaning the surface with the detergent. Okay. But the constituent glands soil, I can see the gland. Discipline itself clean and tidy, so I can see the bacteria. Okay, so that's why I'm saying detergent has no capacity. kill the bacteria. Is there enough for our food preparation areas and all? No, we have to kill those invisible bacteria. For that purpose, we are using another chemical. That chemical name is disinfectant. Okay, what is that? Disinfectant. So disinfectant will kill the bacteria to a safe level. Okay, so we can say, as we said before, 99.9% bacteria, but disinfection process. So, but this disinfectant has no capacity for cleaning. For example, some areas that is very dirty, those areas cannot able to use this disinfectant. There is a say हमको clean करना चाहिए, बाद में हमको disinfectant use करेगा. Then some chemicals are available, all-purpose chemicals, commonly we are calling it as sanitizer. So it's a combination of detergent and disinfectant. But if the area is too much dirty, you cannot able to use the sanitizer. It has less cleaning property. You got it? Okay. Then next one, you can see here the surface. Many germs are there, many bacteria are there. Then I am using disinfectant. So it will reach to safe level. Okay. Then here we are not using the fourth method, so no need for. Then we can maintain a clean schedule. Okay, I can see while I'm going for the inspection. Most of the schedules are like today is 14th September, right? They already completed until 30th. Okay, so without doing anything, they are completed the checklist everything. So after doing only, you can complete the checklist. Okay, then we can maintain schedule for daily cleaning, weekly cleaning, monthly cleaning, and annual cleaning. Then what you store this cleaning with chemicals and tools, it should be in the separate place, away from the food preparation area. Then anything with any damage you notice on the cleaning tool, please inform your guests. Okay, especially the wet brushes and all you are using in the food production line job, there are chances of that bristle, come out from that brush. Okay, so please inform immediately. Okay. Then use of clothes. We already mentioned before, do not use hand towels or dirty clothes for cleaning food contact area. It can spread the bacteria. Use clothes for cleaning must be restricted. Use single use, disposable. You can use towel or you can use good quality of tissues are available. And use that. If you are using clothes, make sure that clean and disinfect them immediately after use. Do not leave them to soak for a long time because it can spread, water can spread bacteria. Okay. Then next, the importance of waste management. So waste accumulates means there are chances of other uninvited guests will come over. Who are those people? We are not inviting them, but they are coming for food and shelter. They are giving unlimited food and accommodation. We will stay over there. Who are they? Pests. We are commonly calling them as pests. Okay, so what are the common pests? Cockroach. Okay. Yeah. Okay, for food they are coming up. Then how you are managing this waste? So you have garbage bins. So you have the contract with waste management. Okay, then the common practice that we have dustbins, right? Dustbins, we are putting one bag inside. Don't if it is 70% full, to try and inside. Don't wait for overflow. Okay, such practices will reduce the risk of that is actually this waste management. They are managing waste properly. Okay, then how are you managing pests like this? Then what is the responsibility of a food handler in pest control? What is the responsibility of the food handler in pest control? So आपको मालूम होना चाहिए it's true that we cannot able to spot this pest, right? We cannot able to see this pest on the daytimes. They will hide everywhere, right? Okay. So it's difficult actually. It's difficult to spore the pest. Okay. Then why it is important to control pest? Because that it can spread the bacteria. Can easily spread the bacteria. Then here you can see the common pest rodents like rats and mice, the smaller one and the bigger one. Flies. Flies has a mechanism. What is that? If they are sitting on the food, before eating that food, they will empty their stomach first. After that only they will start their eating. Okay, then they will lay it over the fitness things are happening. That's why we are keeping insect fly killer, right? Okay, insect fly killer I can say insect fly killer is there, but it's not working properly. The light is not then maybe the tray is full. Okay, so that should completely avoid it. And one more thing, insect fly killer is not just about the preparation area, it should at least 2 meters away from the food preparation area, and not to keep on just near to the door here, should be in the darker areas. Okay, then if you notice the light is not working, please inform immediately. That way, please clean the tray immediately. Like this things to practice, and some areas are keeping good track in between. That is a good practice. Okay, then cockroaches, birds, dogs, and cats. These are the major pests they are coming for food and shelter. Then food premises are preferred by the pests because we are storing food on the floor, drop from the floor, waste. Then there is plenty of moisture with water around the sink, drainage, there is warm and clean condition, there would be a shelter. So here comes to a food handler responsibility. If you find out any signs of pest, please inform your PIC. He will inform the pest controller. If the pest controller is coming, his activity is not, he is not like some pest controllers are like they are doing the pest control every time, but still pest is there. Sometimes you can see this thing on this chemicals and all this cockroaches. It's not effective. Anything which you notice also, you can inform your PIC. Okay, then for that you should know the signs of each pest, right? Okay, so you can see here cockroaches that egg sacs, some damages, droppings, falls. Okay, so any falls on your ceiling, there is a chance of pest entry inside, right? Then make sure you are always closing your doors and windows to avoid the pest entry. Then, what are the common mistakes related to pest management? Hmm? So, we can use this pesticides inside the food preparation area as a food handler. No, you cannot be able to. It's after use because there are many chances of spreading, right? Okay.
Communication.
Fumigation is not doing, right?
You must want to clear.
Mhm.
If you are working food,
Mm.
that food is Sunday. And then.
No production.
No production. Ask them to break the record and recover already. Recover each and everything.
Very good, very good. After that, after some time, like we are cleaning also. Okay, then that's why we are saying use of pesticides without prevention methods or method, then leaving doors and windows open, so the pest can enter inside. Placing the insecticide killer that if they are just keeping the insecticide killer just above the preparation area, so the bad insect will fall into your food. Then directly outside the door, not maintaining the insecticide killer. Then poor placement of air curtains, leaving the surroundings very dirty, leaving garbage bins outside open or dirty, then spraying pesticides when food is being handled, leaving unused equipment around food areas, rely notification to pest control. Notice there is one pest sign is noticed, but your PIC is not supposed to notify the pest control. That is also a mistake. Okay, then reliable pest control is not coming to your area. so the pest can go rapid. Okay, then delay from the contractor in responding to customer. These are the common mistakes associated with this pest control. So, in this topic, why we included this topic in food safety? Tell me, why we included this pest controlling in food safety? Because the main thing is pests can carry harmful bacteria and they will spread disease. They will spread this bacteria. Okay, so as a food handler, our main responsibility, you have to identify the signs of pest. Okay, signs of pest, anything you notice should be on your PIC. And the pest controller detail, and you notice this was contaminated. Case if now some production line and all, you find out some chemicals in there. Okay, so that also we do inform. Okay, then I will show you one more video. To here in this video, you can see the type of pest and their signs and how to control the control methods and all. So please listen carefully.
Hi, in this video, we are going to learn about pests and the ways and means to prevent pest incidents in your food facility. Rodents, birds, and insects are some of the most common food pests. These are strictly forbidden in food premises because they can cause different kinds of food contamination, damage to equipment, and food packaging. Customer complaints. Pay attention to the following signs to give you an indication of pest activity. 1. The presence of fur, droppings, damage to food, and food packaging. Smell of urine or sightings of rodents, rats, or mice. 2. You can identify signs of bird pest activities by observing feathers, droppings, sightings, noise, or nests. 3. Insects such as cockroaches, houseflies, fruit and train flies can respond to their movement, eggs, or through holes in food. Large number of dead flies in the electric fly killer is a good indicator of infestation. Let us explore the 3 methods used to control them. Environmental methods are the most effective way to prevent pest infestations, while physical and chemical methods are usually used to control the existing infestations. 1. Environmental pest control helps prevent pest infestations by denying pests food, water, and shelters of rot with design and maintenance premises. Here are a few examples of what you can do in your food premises. Ensure that internal and external doors are well fitted and kept closed unless in use. Installing plastic screens on doors and fly screens on windows. Fixing metal kick plates and plastic brush strips at the bottom of doors. Ensuring the building is well maintained, including the drainage system, and avoiding crevices and cavities in walls. Preventing any hiding space in all fittings, ceilings, and equipment. Good housekeeping measures that support environmental pest control include keeping the food covered at all times and disposing leftovers without delay. Ensuring all food waste is placed in appropriate containers as soon as possible. Ensuring waste containers have tight-fitting lids and are emptied and cleaned out regularly. Cleaning regularly, especially behind and underneath equipment and other hard-to-reach areas, and removing unused equipment. Turning off taps and emptying sinks and lock buckets to deny the supply of water to roads. Rotating stock to obscure areas where pests may be. Emptying pallets and any equipment that is not used regularly. Routinely inspecting any voids in the premises, such as suspended ceilings. Here are some tips for storing food. Raw materials such as fruit and vegetables that are delivered in market boxes are likely to introduce pests into your facility. Inspect food deliveries in the receiving area before taking them inside the food preparation and storage areas. Store food off the floor so that all areas can be cleaned effectively. Store dry foods in plastic or stainless steel as proof containers. Check storage areas regularly, as they can provide coverage for pests. Ensure all stock rotated properly so that it does not go out of date. 2. Chemical pest control is an effective way to control pests. However, it should only be undertaken by trained, competent professionals approved by the municipality since it's applied in food. This can be done through a supplier management feature on the Food Watch platform. The various kinds of chemical pest control include A. Rodenticides is a poison paste that is mixed with bait, kill the animal. B. Insecticides can be sprayed without hesitation or include contact dust, which should not be used in the food room. C. Contact dust. The pests pick up the dust on their bodies and feet, and it is then passed through the skin or ingested as the pest leaves itself. It should not be used in food rooms. D. Fumigation may be necessary to support product insects or found, but should not be used when food is in the area. When a pest contractor comes to visit, make sure to identify the cause of the infestation and prevent those from occurring in the future. Physical pest control helps track pests or scare them away. Traps are used to catch survivors of chemical treatments, or where there is a particular risk of food contamination when using chemical methods. They can include bait traps and speed boards for rodents, speed fly paper or electric fly killers, or formal traps for insects. If you trap or snare birds away, use strong wire systems, thick inner gels, and bird snaring devices. Ensure that when fly killers are used, they must be placed away from areas where open food is prepared. The fly killers must be kept below 2 meters high and high sources. Must not be visible from outside. By using the Food Watch Pest Notification System in your self-inspection tool, you can effectively manage the services of your pest contractor. You can always contact the pest control section of the divided municipality if you need specialized services and information.
Okay. Next one, how we can classify the food items according to the risk. We are handling different types of food items, right? Okay. So how we can classify it? High risk, low risk, and low ready to eat food items. High risk का मतलब क्या है? For example, में पका हुआ खाना. It's already cooked one, ready to eat. And we discuss about growth factors for bacteria. Bacteria को जीने के लिए सबसे वो सर्विस में दो. ऐसा फूड हम high risk food बोलेगा. Okay, so please keep in your mind high risk food means cook the food, it will support the bacteria. So we cannot be able to keep that food longer time outside. Either we need to keep we can say proper time management and keep inside the sugar or being married. Okay, like this we can keep. Then what about low risk? ये low risk का मतलब क्या है?
Raw material.
हाँ.
Ready to.
Low risk का means?
Ready to come on here. Study. Raw material लेके आते हैं हमारे. और जब वो ठीक करेगा तो हमारा ये दो.
इसका मतलब इसमें ग्रोथ कंडीशन है ना वो कम है बैक्टीरिया का ग्रोथ कंडीशन एक सॉल्ट ज्यादा है और शुगर ज्यादा है सॉल्ट शुगर ज्यादा हो कितना जाती है
last topic.
No, it's urgent so just okay, I will explain, no problem. Just go and come. But it's near, है ना? Just go and come. Listen, I will explain how to do this. What is this? Maybe too much accent, no? That's right. Okay. So, no. I'm continuing, I can explain. It's very easy topic. So, low risk means high sugar content, high salt content, then acidity high, very dry products. Such items we can classify in low risk category. इसमें bacteria उतना नहीं बढ़ेगा. Such items we can keep in room temperature. No need to put inside the sugar. But low risk means it's not like no risk, the risk is low. Clear? Then what happens to bacteria when we are adding more salt and more sugar? Bacteria actually it cannot be able to grow and they will die because of dehydration. Okay, because of dehydration. Then raw food, clean cooked food items, we are calling it as raw food. Then some raw food without cooking, we are into that we are classifying into raw ready to eat category. So these are the four different types of categories. What are those four different types of categories? High risk, low risk, raw and low risk. Then please tell me, this is the cooked prawn. Okay, this cooked prawn is coming in which category? Very good. It's high risk. Okay. Then what about this? Period. Low risk. Okay. Then raw chicken. High. We have one more category there. It's not cooked. So raw food will be cooked category. Then what about lettuce? Ready to cook. And what about your bottled water? Ready to drink, but the risk is low. Low, we can consider this water from low risk category. Okay. Then what about this? Okay. Low. Then this lowest. Okay. Upper to we classify food items into four categories: high risk, low risk, low and raw ready to eat. High risk means it will support bacterial growth. Then one more person, yeah, please have it. High risk means it will support the bacterial growth. We need to keep either in chiller or proper time management that is in room temperature. Okay. Then low risk means the growth factors for bacteria is lesser. Maybe in dry, high sugar content, acid content type of food items. Then some food items such as we are calling it as raw food items. Then some are ready to eat food, like fruits and vegetables for the salad and say, or we can categorize into ready to eat category. Now it's clear? Okay. Then बताओ, this ham we can say high risk because partially cooked one. Then this tomato, this is coming in which category? We have one more category. Ready to eat raw. Ready to eat raw. Then cheese. Okay, it's a high risk. Will support bacterial growth. इधर दुबई में बहुत इंसिडेंट हो गई रो एक्स की वजह से एक कच्चा एक्स की वजह से most of the outbreak is by because like some food items we are preparing with kacha egg. Okay, we are preparing with kacha egg and after that no cooking is coming. If cooking is coming, we can kill the bacteria, right? If for example, we can take mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, we are just adding this raw egg. Then we are just serving, right? Okay, in that case, are you familiar about that bacteria? That is a very famous bacteria, Salmonella. Okay, Salmonella bacteria. They are handling egg items. Actually, the Salmonella, they are living inside the intestine of the chicken. Okay, then that's why it is contaminating egg and meat. So any poultry you are handling, there is a chance of Salmonella bacteria. Okay, so with that Salmonella, there are many cases reported here. Consider you are working in a restaurant. Okay, so how you will control this? Any undercooked food, cooked food items you are preparing, pasteurized eggs are available in the market, so that we can use. Okay, just for again, I know you are not preparing the food here, but you are attending a food safety training, no? So this is an added advantage for you. Then melon, this is coming in this category. Yes, shawarma, okay. Then, next we are going to discuss about the flow. Okay. Okay. So flow of food, either a Nestle water company का flow of food कैसा है? आप raw material, आपका raw material क्या है? Plastic bottles. Blowing means the blowing like that bottle. Okay.
Then cats.
Okay.
Cover.
Cover. Then material. Then raw water, like deva water, right? Okay, deva water you are receiving. Then what else? Okay, then minerals you are receiving. So this is your raw material. Okay, so during this purchasing step, what are the chances of hazard? Purchasing, there are chances of this hazard with your experience, right? So what is the control measure? We can purchase materials from approved supplier. Okay, we can purchase, so we can reduce those. Those things will take care your PLC. But you are handling with the product, right? If you notice any problem, you can inform. Okay, then transportation, right? And you will receive it. During this receiving, there are many chances of hazard and into your food produces. So, what are the checks you are doing at the time of receiving?
Gas, take the water of the fire, the appearance. Even that smell is coming, then we will take it from the plastic smell. There are 6, 7 categories. So very, you can expire also. Zero rate on.
Okay, so you are checking the certificate of that supplier. Then you have to check the temperature of the vehicle, the vehicle condition. You have to check also hygiene of the driver. Everything you have to check, right? Then after that, you are receiving. Less time you to store in there, storage areas. Okay, then what is the next step?
We just take one sample and for, you can say, quality approve this one. Then we will release.
Right. Then, now we can go to our production line. So what are the steps in our production line? First, production line में कितना step है?
What is the first पहला step कैसे कि कैसे तो क्या करता है जब आप मटेरियल production line से
के बाद में सेकंड थर्ड वीडियो का नाम मशीन है फिर थर्ड इसका करवाने वो मतलब चेक करना फिर फोर्थ सिंपल लास्ट चेक फिर आगे जाएगा फिर फाइव चेक इसमें टू इसमें चेक करने के बाद फिर
बात करते हैं हमारी रो वाटर है ना, रो वाटर मल्टी फिल्टर से देन आपको कार्बन फिल्टर है उसके बाद क्या बताओ
फर्स्ट हमारा सेवा का पानी है 10 लीटर मतलब 30 लीटर लगा हुआ है 5 से लेकर के आगे ग्राउंड हो जाता है अंडरग्राउंड रोड के
कार्बन फिल्टर ओके देन बाद में
फिर
आरओ वो आरओ वर्क नहीं करते क्या प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा
आरओ में अगर आरओ नहीं करेगा
आरओ वर्क नहीं करेगा तो TDS हाई हो जाएगा ओके सो आरओ फॉर एग्जांपल वो पानी में बहुत मिनरल्स है ना वो मिनरल्स जीरो करेगा देन हम एडिशनली मिनरल्स ऐड करते तो एरो वर्किंग नहीं है तो वो प्रॉब्लम होने की चांस होती है देन आफ्टर दैट वो मिनरल ऐड करने की समय भी वो हालात हैंडल करने के लिए चांस पे वो अच्छा से देख करके हमको ऐड करना चाहिए। Then everyone please listen here. है? क्यों हम ओजोन यूज करते हैं? बैक्टीरिया किल करने के लिए हम खुद भी यूज करते हैं, हम ओजोन भी यूज करते हैं। Then after that फिलिंग के लिए बॉडी वॉश है आपको, राइट? ओजोन वाटर से आप वॉशिंग करता है, ओके? देन उधर ओजोन कम है तो क्या हो जाएगा? बाहर लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको केमिकल वॉशिंग भी है ना इधर, गैलन बोतल में
जो अंदर को बाहर को लेके जा रहा है सब वो कर रहे हैं जो को क्लियर करके फिर किसी तरह करते हैं इसके काम है और मैं प्रोग्राम को रात करने के बाद फिर हमारा सर्विस होते से होने के बाद फिर आपका फाइनल है तो इसको कंट्रोल मारा से फिर आपके
Very good, very good. So these are the steps we are following here, this bottled water company. Okay. Next, I will show you one more video. After that, a quick revision, then you go for the examination. Okay. Then please watch this video. This is for the supplier quality assurance plan.
Hi there. In this video, we are going to discuss how to establish a good supplier management system. First, you must ensure that food, as well as non-food supplies, such as food contact materials and chemicals, are supplied by companies that are approved by municipality. These are businesses that have a valid trade license, the appropriate business activity to supply you the specific product or service you need. A PIC can find out who is an approved supplier for a specific product or service using the supply management interface of FoodWatch. All you need is to log into the FoodWatch website and click on the Manage Supplier link. Select the appropriate business activity, select the establishment, and then send an invitation to them. If you are unable to find the supplier on the list under a specific activity, check with the supplier whether they have declared their supplier activity on FoodWatch. If they are not on the FoodWatch platform, use Send Invitation to invite your supplier to register. Once you have your food supplier linked by FoodWatch, you can accept their supplies and services. When it comes to food, you need to ensure that the food is transported to you safely, and here's how you can do that. So that all the vehicles used to transport food must be verified and certified annually by a food vehicle testing center in Dubai. Transportation vehicles should be constructed to transport specific types of food, and to maintain food at suitable temperatures, and where necessary, allow those temperatures to be monitored, designed to allow adequate cleaning and kept clean. Anyone accepting food deliveries from suppliers should ensure that there is always someone present to accept deliveries, inspect deliveries for signs of visible damage or contamination, check production and expiration dates on the product, verify the food temperature. If any product is rejected, report that to the supplier using the FoodWatch Connect app with the details of the vehicle. When food is delivered, it should be at an appropriate temperature outside of the danger zone. Unless otherwise stated in the food business operator specification, high-risk foods delivered to your business should be ideally at a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius or below if chilled. Ideally at a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius or above if hot. hard and not partly thawed but frozen, and ideally at a temperature of -18 degrees Celsius or below, but should not be above -12 degrees Celsius. After a delivery is accepted, the food should be taken immediately to a designated and appropriate storage area, whether that is dry, chilled, or frozen storage. By following these best practices, we can ensure that we remove food hazards and reduce wastage for the business.
Okay. Next. So what are the topics we covered? So first we talked about the importance of food safety, right? So importance of food safety, why we are attending the training here. What is our aim? To provide a safer food for our customer. Then we talked about how Dubai municipality, they are controlling food safety here in Dubai with the help of the four sectors. Then we talked about the digital tools we are using. DM checked and the inspectors they are using their tool and all. Then we move to the food poisoning topic, that is foodborne disease. Then first we discussed about 4 types of hazard. Okay, typical chemical microbiological allergen hazard. Then how the cross contamination happen. We talked about direct and indirect contamination. Then as a food handler, how from our body, from our handling, we can avoid this cross contamination. Then we talk about personal hygiene, the importance of personal hygiene, hand washing and all. We talk about cleaning and disinfection, how effectively we can clean and disinfect our area, what are the mistakes associated with this cleaning. Then we talk about pest controlling, what is the importance of pest controlling, how effectively we can avoid the mistake relating to this pest controlling. Then finally, we discuss about the flow of food output as water. So how we can effectively control the cross contamination, unsafe food production and all. Okay, do you have any doubts? Nothing. Everything clear? How was the training? Thank you. Then again, sorry? I don't think this, but the training is good. You don't want that. Keep on testing things. That's why I'm saying. Okay, anyway, you have that on your phone, right? Okay. So please save my number. I will show you.
Anything from the class using that?
If you overthink that, please scan this QR code. Okay? Please scan this QR code. Then please share your name to the WhatsApp. Just share your name. After you come to after this area, okay, just share your every time. What's that one we send to show you? Please share your that is my WhatsApp. Just share your website.
And I told her, you know, I didn't give her. Give her What's the exact side?
On your front side.
Before submit, like अपना पेपर जमा करने से पहले मैंने आपको बता रहा अभी मैं करते हैं रिपोर्ट वेरी करते हैं
Share the link. Once I all your name, I will share the link to you. If you are interested. Now everyone receive the link. Anyone know? Please tell me. After me. Okay. So please, I will show you how to do it. ये आया just send me a hi. Okay. No, okay. Now you receive, right? So everyone is listen here. Okay, I will tell you. Please, everyone please listen. Please click this link and इधर आपका नाम लिखना चाहिए. Then इधर आज का date 14/9. Then आपकी emirate site number. Then आपकी company का नाम Nestle. Then आपकी mobile number. मेरा नाम जिसकी I will type here. Then training center की नाम ensure group. Okay. Okay, then next button. Next button, click करो. Okay.
And start.
Next. Start करो. Then go submit. Okay. After that, you see are the distance of the result. Okay. So then button click करके I need to take your scores. That's why.
Training center, what is time show?
Ensure group.
Next option.
Next option here. Just click over there. It will come. Okay. Because you have to write all these details and only the next option. So the training center now mention. Then you can see pictures. Okay, so choose the right pictures from this. नीचे करना है. Then next one. Done. वैसे सारी कौन सा पिक्चर है नहीं करना. Next, up to white pixel and pick लेना जी. हाँ? हाँ. हाँ. हाँ, बाद में कम. Done. नहीं करो. हाँ. हाँ, वो नहीं किया. आप इसमें चूज करो. lenses चूज करके. हाँ हाँ मैं बता रही हूँ अब एक मिनट मैं रखूँगी अब करो और लीजिए मैं बताएगा one meter. One by one, please come. Done. And excuse me. Already done? ये आपकी कौन है? ओके आपका नाम क्या है? क्या नाम? One by one, one by one. Okay, done. Good, good. Low हो गया वो low. Next excuse me, why you are this is examination. Okay. Okay. करो किधर है वो क्या डन आप नहीं किया डन करते हैं ओके आप add your आप पहले काम करो ये पिक्चर है ना वो पिक्चर में वो सही आंसर कौन सा है वो ऐसे वो नहीं आपका बच्चा हाँ पिक्चर में कितने होते हैं but it's not showing here वो उसका पास नहीं not there excuse me sir आप कौन पेशेंट कॉल करते हैं हाँ आपका
एक करने के बाद दिया
one by okay you can answer by two one by one
मैडम मैं आवाज कर सकता हूँ क्या
anyway I'm going to check the exam actually It is right here. I will check it. Phone one by one. एक बार भी करो नहीं बताएगा मैं चेक करूँगा Why you are मैं चेक करेगा आप पहले सब बैठ Okay, one by one you can see.
Okay, bad job. कभी पास होना कुछ भी नहीं कर
That's the other two. नाम क्या है आपका?
Excuse me, right?
Yeah. So अब देखो अरे check the mark. Okay. Yes, right? मेरा नाम those who are completed, you can go. MD for है. Okay, आपका show me your mark.
72.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Hold it, right? Very good. MD आपका 70 है ना? Very good.
हमारा क्लास
मैं आपका देना. गौरव ऋषिकेश, हाँ गौरव. अब और हाँ done, okay, done. And
आ जाओ घर मेरे क्लास में ना और तो आ जा हाँ जा सकते हैं ना
हाँ, thank you.
मेरा हो गया था इसकी
Okay, आपका नाम क्या है?
मैं हम भी जा सकते हैं
आपका किया?
वो नंबर नहीं आया
आनंद. ये देखिएगा. आपका स्कोर मेरे साथ देखिए. आपके एमरेट साइड है तो आप उधर बाइट दो, 1 by 1 एग्जाम. ओके, आप उधर बाइट कर एग्जाम करके 1 by 1 उधर चलाओगे. आप ऑलरेडी सबमिट किया है ना? मैं चेक करेगा. पुरुषोत्तम, then what else? आपका है ना? Then Alphas, आपकी और then who's next? Oh. Done. आप क्या? आपका नाम? अल्फास. ओके, आप जाओ. सागर है ना आपका नाम? Then how many people already done? Okay, done. आप done किया? आप okay. Thank you. ए, ऐसे नहीं करो, ये एग्जाम है ना, मैं डिस्क्वालीफाई करेगा ऐसा। हाँ, ओके। आपका क्या है ना, आपका नाम क्या है? हाँ, पुरुषोत्तम। हाँ, आप जाओ। ओके, किस में? हेलो। हाँ, सही। थैंक यू।
अगर फॉलो करके बोलो आके देता हूँ।
नहीं, नहीं।
आपकी क्वालिटी कंट्रोलर में काम किया, किस कंपनी में काम किया?